first flight. He is not skilled. It fell off after a while. He stood up again. Superman absorbs the power of the sun. He propped himself up on the ground and felt the strength of his body again. He flew swiftly over the mountains, through the plains. The ultra-high speed even produced a sonic boom. Earth's gravity is weaker than that of Krypton. The sun's exposure. The atmosphere is also more abundant, so Superman will be strong as long as he is on Earth. At the same time, the reporter Lewis. Traces of this mysterious man are being searched everywhere. Through the school bully who was once saved by Clark. Lewis finds Clark's home. In front of his father's grave, Clark appeared. He knew that Lewis had no ill intentions. He told him his story. Today's Earthlings, not ready to accept the birth of a Superman. Clark still has to wait. But at the same time an alien spacecraft descended on Earth. Because Superman activated the exploration ship, so it was successfully positioned by Zod. He warned the whole Earth to hand over Superman with advanced equipment. Otherwise, the Earth will be devastated. Then someone claimed in the news. Journalist Lewis knows who this so-called Superman is. Don't wait for Lewis to escape. She was arrested by the FBI. In order to stabilize the panicked humans, rescue Lewis. Superman descended to the military. He voluntarily put on handcuffs. Let the military hand him over to Zod on behalf of humanity. Superman is not sure if human values are worth trusting, but he was sure that Luis was worth it. Faced with cross-examination by the military, Superman broke the handcuffs. He informs everyone that he will not be an enemy of humanity, but Zod is possible. Zod's ship landed at the agreed location. Zod's lieutenant. While taking away Superman, Lewis was also taken away. After the spacecraft took off rapidly, Superman handed the black key to Lewis. Finally, the spaceship entered the interstellar mothership. Superman is brought to Zod. Because they are not used to the oxygen environment in the spaceship, Superman suddenly vomited blood and quickly fainted. He then enters Zod's illusion. Zod told him he must get the secret code, then completely wipe out humanity. This will transform the Earth into a second Krypton. When he opened his eyes, has been imprisoned in this Kryptonian spacecraft. Superman is just as fragile as ordinary humans. Lewis, on the other hand, was put in a cell. After the deputy general left, Lewis saw a console. She tries to put the key Superman gave him. Turning around, he saw a man's projection. He is Superman's father, Al. He was also the designer of the spacecraft, so as a program, he is. The oxygen concentration in the spacecraft was changed casually, but as Lewis turned off his mask, the spacecraft also sounded the alarm. They must leave as soon as possible and stop Zod. With the help of Al, Lewis easily killed the soldiers who arrived. Superman also broke free from confinement because of changes in the environment. But just after Lewis got into the escape capsule, the soldier punched up. A panicked Lewis hurriedly pushed him away. The hatch was closed, but the spaceship was still shot a few times. When Lewis fell to Earth, Al came to Superman. He had Superman smash the hull. Tell him to do what he needs to do. Then Superman floated into the dark universe. Then he accelerated to save Lewis. At this time, General Zod came to Superman's house. He threatened Superman's mother. Enraged Superman breaks Zod's mask and contact with the Earth's air. Zod couldn't adapt and felt painful. At this time, the spaceship arrived, fired a laser and knocked Superman away. They take Zod away. Leave the two to deal with Superman. But before the war started, the military's warplanes have arrived. The planes attacked them indiscriminately. Because of the crazy strafing, Superman flew away and dodged. The Kryptonian warriors didn't have time to react. Was knocked down. The enraged warrior stood up and jumped at speed. It hit the fighter directly. Follow the female warrior flying from the ground. Also want to attack fighters. Superman quickly arrived and knocked her away. They fell into a restaurant. The female soldier also told about her past. They all grew up on Krypton. From an early age, he was set as a warrior's mission, so the fighting skills are better than Superman. The beaten Superman did not give in. Bumped into the other party and flew back. Dodged Superman's counterattack. Another Kryptonian warrior joins the battle. Knocked down Superman in a few strokes. The gunship began to strafe again. The Kryptonian warrior lifted the truck and threw it over. The helicopter exploded instantly. The fallen pilot was saved by Superman. The only remaining commanders refused to give in, but the bullets were all gone. The other party was still unharmed. Superman 1v1 is a little easier here. He hit the opponent hard, then he flew into the sky. A punch knocked him away. Then rushed to the commander before he is about to die. Knocked the other party away. The woman's helmet was also damaged in this impact. Soon she also felt the pain. The spacecraft quickly arrived to pick up the two soldiers. And Superman, who came out of the ruins, approved by the commander.
This man is not our enemy. I do.
General Zod learned from the engineers. The Kryptonian secret book is hidden in Superman's body.
For us to extract the codex from his cell?
No.
Release the world engine.
A massive ship detaches from the mothership and rapidly descends toward Earth, eventually crashing into the Indian Ocean like a meteor. Another ship lands right in the heart of Metropolis. The Phantom ship fires a beam straight toward the Earth's core, while the engine in the Indian Ocean does the same. Within seconds, Earth's gravity begins to shift. General Zod plans to terraform Earth into a Kryptonian environment. The immense Kryptonian energy blasts toward the planetsphere, sending everyone fleeing in panic. Engineers discover that the two ships are connected, actively altering Earth's gravity and atmospheric structure. To stop the planet's destruction, Superman teams up with the military. His plan: use the ship he arrived in as a child to collide with the Phantom ship, creating a wormhole that will suck it in. All they need to do is drop it from high altitude for impact. With the plan set, Superman heads to the Indian Ocean to destroy the world engine. Military flies a transport toward downtown. Superman quickly reaches the world engine, but it has its own defense system. Mechanical tentacles emerge and attack him. He tries to keep his distance and evade, but eventually gets caught and dragged down. Desperate, he breaks free, but no matter how hard he dodges, the tentacles keep grabbing him. They hurl him directly into the beam, but instead of being defeated, Superman summons incredible willpower and withstands the beam's assault. He unleashes power like never before, flying straight into the beam and punching through the world engine. The two ships instantly lose their connection and stop firing, then explode. Superman lies weakened on the ground, reaching his arm toward the sun, absorbing its energy to recover. Meanwhile, the military transport arrives above the city. Just as Lois is about to insert the key to activate the Phantom drive, it floats in midair and won't go in. Suddenly, both escort jets are destroyed. Enemy ships have arrived. The crippled vessel plummets toward the city. At the same time, an expert notices the ship with the key is tilted. He simply straightens it, and the key slides in automatically. The Phantom drive activates. A soldier tells Lois to get out of there, but the next second he's knocked out of the plane. It's Farah. Soldiers open fire, but she takes them down effortlessly. The plane is about to hit the ship, and the resulting wormhole sucks all the soldiers in. Lois falls from the sky. Superman spots her just in time and rushes to catch her, but the pull behind them is too strong. He uses every ounce of strength to break free as the wormhole closes. The two land safely and share a passionate kiss. That's when Superman notices General Zod kneeling in the dust.
Look at this. You could have built a new Krypton in this squalor, but you chose the humans over us.
He threw a furious punch that sent Superman flying. Superman got back up and hovered in midair. The battle between the two erupted instantly. Superman is sent crashing into a building. General Zod leaped in after him, but having just started adapting to Earth's environment, he suddenly unlocked his heat vision. Everywhere the lasers touched, the building crumbled. Seeing the destruction, Zod immediately escaped the collapsing structure with Superman hot on his tail. Their fight completely demolished an entire building. Zod kicked a fuel truck straight at Superman. Superman easily took off to dodge the attack, but the exploding tanker leveled another building behind him. Zod threw a punch, followed by an uppercut that launched Superman into the sky. He then leaped onto a building. Unable to fly yet, he had to climb like a monkey. Took off his armor, revealing his battle suit underneath. Having adapted to Earth's environment, he slowly rose into the air. Superman couldn't believe it. It took him 30 years to learn how to fly. Zod figured it out in less than an hour, landing a punch that sent him flying. He grabbed Superman's cape, spun him around, and hurled him away. Their battle took them from the city skyline all the way to the atmosphere. Superman threw Zod into a satellite. Zod ripped the satellite off and launched it at Superman. Superman took the hit head-on, plummeting toward Earth with the satellite pressing against him. The two traded blows all the way down until they crashed through the wall of a new beam. Superman seized the moment, pinning Zod to the ground and locking his neck in a chokehold. But a group of civilians hadn't evacuated yet. Superman collapsed to his knees in anguish. He had just killed the last of his kind.